so uncertain in this end game. We feel like virgins, as if it is the first time we are facing the end times, the end times, the end times, the end times.
Hi, this is Andrea from the Destiny Farm. I would like to speak to everybody about a point that I've noticed with a lot of the people who are participating on the Destiny forum, on the Destiny website, and also within the course that we are offering. The one point that I've become aware of that I would just like to discuss with everybody and get some feedback is where people have listened to the Destiny material and within which we explain that we are not mind systems. We are not actually the mind, meaning who we are beings that are in the physical, okay, and that within our original design we were created with the mind as the mind consciousness system, which consists of programs, systems, and designs which direct us in our day-to-day behavior through patterns and predictable behaviors through which we've programmed ourselves and allowed ourselves to be programmed as since we were very young. You went to school, you listened to your parents, to your church, people around you, your siblings, and you allowed yourself to be programmed according to what others were doing in your environment, and according to that you grew up and you accepted this programming to be valid because you saw that everybody around you was doing the same thing, and you grew up and you accepted your own self-programming. And as you left school and entered the work system and this system, you would have adapted, we all adapted our personalities to fit into the money system and the existing systems to be able to survive. And the primary point that we work with on the Destiny website and have been working with within the material that we offer both on the website and in the course that we are offering is starting to identify what each person's program is, how we've self-programmed, what we accept and allow every day as the mind to direct us as feelings, emotions, thoughts, reactions that come from the unconscious through into the subconscious, and then you act and live out these programmed behaviors without actually even being aware of why you act and say and do the things you do. So our main focus has been for each person to join us on the website, write about yourself. Who are you? What are you? What do you accept and allow? Why do you accept and allow that? Have you ever taken into consideration that you've always been directed from a point where you have never quite understood why you've just done and said and believed everything you always have? And through writing ourselves to freedom and applying self-forgiveness, we take self-responsibility for that which we've always accepted ourselves to be. And through that start realizing that we were always programmed as specific mind programs. And through writing ourselves to freedom, we allow ourselves the opportunity to rebirth ourselves in the physical and stop the mind as pre-programmed survival programs to direct us, to get ourselves back to a point, directing ourselves here in self-awareness of ourselves as the physical according to what is best for all. So the one point that I have become aware of is that a lot of people are trying to or attempting to shortcut their processes by doing the following. People will, for example, understand the point of, I am not my mind, I am not this mind program, I am in the physical. However, in that you're not actually looking at the core issues of that which you still accept and allow. For example, I've noticed some people will explain to me that they are, I'm just going to take an example here, that they are still addicted to, say for example, porn and masturbation. And when they are encouraged to write about their experience and actually go into the memories of where did this start? How did I create this pattern? What are the thoughts that come up? You know, when I say I'm addicted to looking at pornography on the internet, what is behind that? To actually get to the core of how you have programmed yourself within this addiction. Where does it come from? What is it tied in with? What thoughts are there? Emotions, feelings, reactions. And sometimes people will say to me, no, I just understand the fact that I don't want to speak about that because I am not that. Now, in a broader sense, we all understand that we are not actually that. We are actually here in the physical. However, a suggestion is to not allow ourselves to forget that when you have made the statement, I am still addicted to pornography, or I'm unable to stop smoking and I can't explain why, to not say, well, I know I'm not that. I must just stop. It is at that point where you find yourself repeating patterns and repeating justifications and words. You know, every day you will say to yourself, I know I can stop this. I know I can stop my addiction, but it's just because I know I'm not it. And to rather actually get to the core of why you are addicted. What are the thoughts? What are the energetic addictions? What is your desire? What is it that addiction does for you? Because what I have found is that if I experience an addiction to something that I am not letting go of, there's always a reason for it. What we have to realize is that none of this is being done to us. A lot of people like to blame Satan, the devil. Even some people like blaming the Anunnaki for designing us. You know, some people will blame their parents. They'll blame society and their upbringing and their schooling, even in their current experience of themselves. Some might blame the people they're living with, their friends, their work environment. And even though you take all of that into consideration within the design of yourself, what we all have to realize is that we do all of this to ourselves. We allow everything that we are creating within ourselves. Nobody can actually do anything to you. Meaning, if you say that Destiny is, for example, mind controlling you, what you are saying is that you are allowing you to be mind controlled, and it happens to be that, for example, Destiny is currently the body, the organization on the internet that is within their application, within our application of ourselves and the material that we provide. You are using that as an excuse to allow you to go into an experience of your mind, which you might call mind control, or you go into fear, or you are faced with your own fears and concerns, and low self-esteem and lack of self-will, and then you will blame that on another.
In the fabric of our nations, in our innermost sensations, where our fear grows like plantations,